Of this day, today, the final day of the 3-day meeting. It's all finals.
Do you think you can say final again?
No.
Finally.
Just like to say thank you to everyone who's been with us all day, and thank you for the people who've been commenting in the YouTube. It's always great to hear who you're supporting and why. We do love to interact with you in this kind of weird third-person way you can do now on social media, where we just make assumptions about things and you correct us. It's great.
Yeah.
So are you his second cousin twice removed? No, I'm his mum. Okay.
We don't mind being corrected on anything we say.
And also, if you can identify any breeds of dogs quicker than we can, that's also appreciated.
Yeah.
But I guarantee this will be a theme for the entire year. If we see a dog, we're going to cut it up during the breaks in racing. Joe.
What you mean is cut up the pictures.
Yes, we're not going to start carving. We're not going to. No, very good point. Well made. Yeah. So I went a bit of production there. We're going to put the dog on screen, but now there are cars on screen. Joe, carts, in fact.
Thank you, Nick. We're about to get underway. Jaden Sherwood, Will Swales. That's the front row. The teammates into turn one. It's called Billy's Blind here at Clay Pigeon, and we've got them coming together. And whether or not they get out of there and into the S's intact, we'll keep our fingers crossed and our eyes closed. Oh, we've got
193 had an issue into the. That's the 193's had that problem into the S's.
All right,
that's Dylan Morton.
That's way down the order now.
Out the front, it is the 10 of Will Swales, and we're going to be. Luckily, we only have to wait a little bit longer. They flat underneath to get the rest of the position. Though the bit of a problem, the second place cart didn't pick up very well. They're at all out the top bend, and it's been. That was a 77, had a poor pickup, which was Charles Green with a great start for him to get into second. But he picked up badly, and Jaden Sherwood actually nudged him slightly, and now he's lost the position. I think he's got some sort of power pickup problem in 77, or he's had it cough a couple of times. And into second place has gone Jaden, but he just lost it again because Sherwood just nipped up the inside into third. So yes, so coming round now, nice little gap in the lead for Swell. Second place, it's the 111 of Jaden Sherwood, and the 77's dropped to third.
All of those shenanigans going on behind the leaders allowed Will Swales to pull out a bit of a gap and a bit of a breathing space if he's not careful. It's going to be Jaden Sherwood. So Jaden Sherwood started on the pole, he's now second. Will Swales started second, he's now leading. So the two teammates will circulate together, and no doubt they've talked about this over the lunch break and the build-up to this A final. They will work together, no doubt about it, and then maybe battle it out for the last 2 minutes. However, you've got Charles Green, Nathan Traverse, Freddie Worlock, Jasmine Taylor, Tom Holden, Leo Basterfield, Reece Green, Jason Duchess. They are the top 10, and they have other ideas about what's going to transpire in this A final. Into Billy's Blind. They are coming back towards the leaders. There's only 4/10 in the lead gap between Will Swales and Jaden Sherwood. And then behind him, just look at that line of carts. It all gets a bit awry at the Han hairpin, and we'll see who comes out of there and in what order.
It's an absolute bun fight, isn't it? There's
it looks
1,
like
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars, all squabbling over about 15 metres of real estate. 1, 2 and 3 have got breathing space gaps, not decent gaps. And then it's this 4, 5 downwards. Fourth currently the 88 of Freddie Worlock, who's picked up that position. Jasmine Taylor in fifth, and Nathan Traverse. And they sweep round Billy's Blind in through the S's now. Oh, he's run sideways there, a couple of them. They took too much curb. Taking curb's good. Taking too much curb is bad.
They slice sideways through the S's. It's really brilliant to watch. We must get a camera down there, Nick, to see that.
Okay, I'll let you buy it.
Yeah, I will do. I think I would. Just ask. How much are they?
They're $2.5 grand.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here they come then. The two teammates, still Swales and Sherwood, leading this race. It's the two Coles Drive. Welcome to Coles Racing. Yellow flag flying into turn one, so they have to remain in station. Coles Racing hitting the NKC with a bang, with these two out in front in Junior Rotax. Will Swales and Jaden Sherwood are the names.
They must have thought the highlight of the weekend was when you interviewed them in the paddock walk. But no, apparently it's been first and second in Junior Rotax final.
Well, it's not over yet, Nick. There's still 8.5 minutes.
They're running first and second.
Yeah, running first and second and being there at the front row of the grid. It's great to have the team on board with the NKC for the full season, and this has got to encourage them. They're being told to up the pace, would you believe? They need to up the pace because you've got Charles Green, Jasmine Taylor, Freddie Worlock right there behind them.
Some real curb slapping action through the S's. Now come into the hairpin. No one's made a move this time. Everyone's sat on the racing line. Now up and away, and they enter the first half of the horseshoe. And it's, again, just into that kind of calmer period now. I think we've had those early scuffles and exchanges, and now people are perhaps thinking about where I can start to make some movement. But most of the distances seem to be equidistant as they were a lap ago, and they flash over in exactly the same order they were 35 seconds in the past.
And as much as Will Swills and Jaden Sherwood trying to work together and not fight over it, here he comes. Charles Green is coming, and Jasmine Taylor is coming as well.
Yeah, I mean,
we've got a 4-car battle now, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I think that unless you absolutely gun it, you're not going to break away and even keep the same distance. So this is and that 4-car battle, I predict, unless there's some real push on from Swales or Sherwood. Did Sherwood get the lead?
No, it's still. Well, I don't know. Is that Sherwood or Will Swills? If he did,
I may have misread it. It's where Sherwood got through. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that because it's two identical cars. Something else. Sherwood's got the lead, and then it's Swales behind him. So it's 1-1 from 10.
And then right on his bumper is Charles Green and Jasmine Taylor.
Yeah,
and then if they're not careful, Freddie Worlock and Leo Basterfield want to play as well.
No,
down the inside is Basterfield.
It's not going to work.
Basterfield
he does work. Well done.
Yep, he's gone in there on Freddie Worlock and has taken 5th place with a great move. It's off camber there, Nick, and you can carry a lot of speed. That carries you out to the outside of the turn. Doing a great job in holding the field up for his teammate is Will Swales.
Yeah, but I thinking that Green and Taylor have got an issue here, and their issue is that Swales is not, they're not getting past Swales, but Swales is not going at the same pace as his teammate Jordan Sherwood. So what's effectively happening, as you say, Joe, is he's gapping his teammate and going to hold back Green and Taylor, who really... and Taylor goes up through Green, so Jasmine takes 3rd.
So Jasmine says to Charles Green, here, let me have a try at getting past Will Swales. Look how composed Swales is. Look at where he positions the kart. Look at how much he's driving or within himself. To me, that pace that he's holding is just enough to keep those two karts at bay. Meanwhile, Jaden Sherwood is going off, and he's got a gap of not much, to be fair. It's only 0.6 of a second, so that's still manageable if Jasmine Taylor can get by Swales. And here's the challenge. The challenge
got
happened.
Halfway, no.
Oh, and that's held her up, isn't it? Taking that inside line.
Well, she actually got a nudge from Charles Green as well, because she just didn't get the drive out. Well, she was in a position where she couldn't put the drive on.
I thought that was going to end in tears. I really did. I thought, oh, here we go. Who's off? But no, they continue and cross the line to complete 11 laps. There's 5.5 minutes remaining. 5.5 minutes for Jasmine Taylor.
So will she try the same move again this time? Or will Swales be waiting for it? No,
no, it's gone to the outside this time.
Then she was thinking about getting the switchback, wasn't possible.
The last of the late breakers.
Now the only thing you do is perhaps get up the inside here, but no, good position by Swales. But this is fantastic news for Jaden Sherwood. These three, two of them with a kind of a hanger-on really with Charles Green. These three scrapping is just easing him away. So let's see how far ahead is. Jordan Sherwood had over a second last time. It won't be less. And I guess it'd be slightly more. Yep, another 0.2. That'd was a precious lead when Taylor finally, if she does get past Swales, is a gap to make up maybe too great. We're almost at 2/3 distance, Joe.
So the gap's gone out to 1.3 to be exact through to Jaden Sherwood. Meanwhile, behind Jaden Sherwood, there's Will Swales. He's having to drive defensive, isn't he?
You see the Swales train now? It's gonna be like 9 karts soon.
It is very much, and that's how much pace. I don't know whether this is deliberately dropping the pace.
But he's lost the drive.
Here comes Jasmine, and she's in the ideal place to outbrake going into Billy's blind, and she does. She sits the kart there. Basterfield through. Basterfield following her through, and who's that gone through as well? Charles Green. The cork has come out of the bottle. The Coles Racing driver Will Swales has been demoted to 5th place now, and will have to hang on to
But
these.
He ceded his teammate a 2-second lead.
He absolutely has. 2 seconds, yes. So that, if that was indeed deliberate teamwork, absolutely, that's clinched the win. As Sherwood came through, Basterfield, we saw Leo Basterfield drive like that in Minimax.
Yeah.
He's carrying that on in Junior Max. Cracking move from Leo Basterfield.
Now, the lead actually went up that because that was the overtaking manoeuvre. So the 34.9 against 35.1 showed to Taylor. But let's see this first open lap for Jasmine. But she's only got she's only got about 7 laps to make it up again, or 6 laps to make it up again. And realistically, if Sherwood wins it, the first person he needs to do is give Will Swales a good shake of the hand, and probably even the trophy as well, because he's won it for him by just holding back the rest of the field.
Gap 2.2 seconds, Nick.
Yeah, it must be almost exactly at the same time. Yeah, but it's less than a tenth faster, Jasmine. Yeah,
personal best lap time by Jasmine Taylor.
400s quicker.
34.971. Yeah, just fractions, isn't it? Fractions quicker.
Which might have been useful if she'd actually got past Wells earlier and hadn't been 2 seconds back. She's putting a little bit of Basterfield. He's probably quite chuffed with third. It's kind of a relaxing gap there. It's like a 3/4 of a second, and then just behind them is Green. So these guys who have been, getting some sort of reward for this. Swales is shaking his head. He's going past his Cole's team manager. He's shaking his head. So perhaps Swales has got a little bit of a mechanical issue.
Yeah, maybe the pace dropped off the cart. I mean, we're being a bit sort of.
Well, there you go. He's done a great job. And he's doing well. But I mean, he has been less fast than the others, and I think he probably does feel he's not quite got the machine under him he would like in this 12-minute final.
I think suddenly the pace has dropped off the cart there for him because. It happens in car racing. It happens at the top level in Formula 1 and the like, and British touring cars and the like. However, I don't think I've ever heard of a teammate holding up people for their teammate to break away. You want to beat your teammate. You're in the same awning. You want to beat him. You want to be the number one driver in the awning, and he wants to be the number one driver in the Coles awning, and that just hasn't happened, has it? Will Swales down to 6th now, and behind Joshua Whitcomb, and he is struggling. All this time he's struggling to hang on to any kind of pace whatsoever. So I don't know where that drop off is, whether it's tyres, whether it's motor that's dropped off. I'm not really sure.
Well, he said he lost the drive, didn't he? So unfortunately, suddenly lose the drive could be power or could be grip, couldn't it? So you kind of choose one of two. In fairness to Taylor, she's doing a decent job. She's pulled back another 10th, but I think at this point Sherwood's in control mode. It's a good points for both of them. 100 points for Sherwood and 96 points for Taylor. Good championship points. A good start. Leo Basterfield will get 94. And there is the 84 of Jasmine Taylor. Ploughing a lonely furrow now because she's broken Basterfield entirely. So it's the 1, 2 and 3 have all got big gaps. 4 and 5 are having a bit of a scrap. Just drop back one to the blue and the car for a lap or so. 77 and the 10 are going past now, and they're the ones having the winning. This is Green, Swales trying to Swales, but big mistake by Green. He's lost a place, but at the same time Swales didn't gain a place because Joshua Whitcomb went past him. So whatever he does, it just isn't working now, is it?
Opportunist driving there with 30 seconds remaining. We are heading towards the last
two more,
lap board.
I think. No, I think we'll get 2 more because I think what will happen is that.
No, I didn't say that. I said the last lap board. So 2 more. Yeah. Heading towards the last lap board, not this lap, Nick, necessarily, but heading towards the last lap board.
Let's have a semantics discussion in the middle of a final, shall we?
Shall we? 10 seconds remain, though. So it will be the penultimate lap that the drivers are on now. As the leader continues on his way, Jaden Sherwood for Coles Racing.
Another couple of tenths taken out of him that time by Jasmine.
I think he's pacing himself to the flag, though. As more contact into the hand hairpin there, just out of our sight. We'll pick up the leader, which is not that one there. It comes through. Here he is, the one behind. There's Jaden Sherwood. 1 lap to go aboard. Just gone through. Here he is.
He's our leader.
That's him there. And a great drive from what was pole position, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And a very commanding day from Jaden Sherwood, and really just showing, Nick, I think, what we've got in store from the likes of this team. Yeah,
great performance by Coles, great performance by Sherwood, and a really entertaining race, and good performances by Taylor and Basterfield and Whitcomb, and some excellent action in the very nice afternoon sun of Dorset and Clay Pigeon.
Here he comes then. He takes the win. Round 1 of the Junction 6 NKC for 2024. Here at Clay Pigeon for Junior Rotax goes to Jaden Sherwood. Jasmine Taylor takes a very fine 2nd place. She's got to be happy with that. Leo Basterfield, he's got to be happy with 3rd. Absolutely cracking drive to 3rd in the final. In your very first NKC Junior Rotax